Hi beautiful souls, it's Tan back here on this Astrology, Human Design and Gene Keys channel for you. And today I have a really interesting topic to bring to you guys. It's big news actually. So let's get right into it. So I was playing around on this program, if you guys have heard of it, geneticmatrix.com, a couple of weeks ago, and I came across the Sidereal Human Design Body Graph on geneticmatrix.com because the current human design body graph that we've been looking at, that you guys have probably been looking at, that's free and available on most websites for you to create, it's based on the tropical astrology, tropical zodiac, which is the Western zodiac. But we all know that there is also the Vedic astrology, or in other words, the sidereal astrology, where there's 12 zodiac signs, not the one where there's 13. There's also that system. And so how does that system link to human design? On geneticmatrix.com, there's a particular selection that you can turn on, and it shows you another body graph of yours based on your sidereal/Vedic astrology natal chart. And so this really was like a wow point, you know, in like my studies of astrology, human design, and gene keys. And so I have spent the last couple of weeks kind of trying to see how my sidereal human design body graph is fitting into my life and how that compares to the tropical human design body graph. And of course, the process of figuring this out is definitely going to take a much longer time. But what I would like us to do, I mean, especially for you guys as well, is I know you're going to be interested. I feel like you are, to know your sidereal human design body graph, to see the other dimension of you. Because when I looked at my tropical natal chart, I mean, I'm a projector, I'm a 1-3, I'm leading with a 23, and it says, you know, explaining, which is what I do. You guys can see that about me. But when I looked at my sidereal, it says that I'm an emotional manifester. I'm a 5-1, and my sun is leading in gate 42, the gate of endings. And I cannot say that this does not resonate with me, because it truly does. And so I would like to invite you guys to join me on this, shall we say, experiment or this discovery to kind of, you know, let's do this together. Let's figure out these two systems together. I don't like it when I feel like we see one dimension of ourselves and then suddenly there's like another dimension. It's like, oh, now I feel more whole and complete when I look at the two systems together. But how exactly do they both fit into our lives? That's the question. And in order to understand how the both, like sidereal and a tropical human design, can fit into our lives, I think it's important as well to understand the basics of how tropical astrology and sidereal astrology are different from each other. And I want to talk a little bit about that first. And I don't want to go into the mechanics of like how the two systems are created, but a quick summary is that sidereal or Vedic astrology is generated from the actual constellations in the sky, the moment that you're born. Where are the planets with relevance to the actual constellation? But the tropical takes into consideration the relationship between the Earth and the Sun, and how there's a movement there that happens. And so when we take these two theories, shall we say, into consideration, I feel like, and there's going to be a lot of, you know, people who are going to have, you know, various different opinions about this, but the way I see this is that the Vedic or the sidereal has a more masculine impact on us and may even address more to our masculine selves, while the tropical addresses more of the feminine self. So if we think about the divine masculine and feminine, we think of Shakti and Shiva. Shiva is the masculine, Shakti is the divine feminine. And in like in Indian paintings, you will see Shiva lying down and Shakti is generally dancing around Shiva. So the divine masculine has this theme of holding space, being a foundation, and holding space for the divine masculine, who is a little bit more energetic, to dance, to move, to express herself. And that kind of makes sense if we think about how tropical astrology can really address like the daily ongoings that we may be impacted by, and a more personal part of us, but yet how we evolve the psychological personal imprinting of us is based off of the masculine, and how the masculine has been holding space for that or not holding space for that, and has built a foundation for that or has not built a foundation for that with regards to the actual constellation in the sky, which is what sidereal astrology is based off of. So that's kind of like the main way that I see this, and I thought a lot about this, and this is what I feel kind of, I don't know, it makes sense to me. Let me know what you guys think about the difference between sidereal and tropical. If there's another approach to it, we can also use that approach as we are studying our sidereal and tropical human design body graph as well. And the reason why I don't really want to do a video for you guys on studying sidereal and tropical astrology is because when you do look at sidereal astrology, then you have to begin to study the nakshatras. There's a lot there. And so when you are looking at human design, however, the interpretations of the zodiac has very little relevance on the difference between the tropical and the sidereal and how they interpret the zodiac, but there's a lot of basis on the I Ching. There's a lot of basis on archetypes in general, and so I feel it's possible to just take the interpretations of the zodiac, the different gates falling to different zodiac, with the gene key and human design interpretation there. The thing is that currently there is no free website or programs out there that I'm not sure if there is, but I haven't found one yet. If you guys have, please leave in the comments below so other people can kind of get their sidereal charts from there as well. If you are a member of geneticmatrix.com, then you can get your sidereal human design body graph. But if you don't want to pay money for that, and it doesn't make sense that you don't have to pay money to get your tropical human design, and that the sidereal human design is not available everywhere. And so what I would like to do for you guys is that I'm going to start a series going through the different parts of the differences between my sidereal and my tropical human design, and maybe even the gene keys, and really share with you guys my experiences of both. And we're going to take it step by step. So there's going to be a couple of videos, maybe many videos in this series, because we're not going to be able to do it all in one video. This is going to be similar to a series that I made in 2019 about the 12 houses and my own experiences of the 12 houses, where you guys also interacted and shared your experiences of the different, your experience of your different 12 houses. Similar to that, but this time we're doing it with the sidereal and tropical human design and gene keys. This is going to be so fun. So yes, if you want to get your sidereal human design body graph ready to follow along with this series, and also your tropical to follow along with this series, I can get one for you. I am committed and I'm devoted, and I will get one for you guys. And what you can do is send me your birth information along with a screenshot of your tropical human design body graph. Okay, so I can see as well, what's your type, what are the channels and gates there, because sometimes I may type in the wrong birth information, but if I have something to look back to, a reference point, then I can make sure that I'm getting the right birth information down. So you can send me your birth information, please also the birth time and the birth location with a screenshot of your tropical human design body graph to, number one, our Discord server. We have a Discord server. It's a platform, it's an online platform where you can talk and chat with me and other astrology, human design, gene keys enthusiasts out there. We have a channel on our server called Post Your Sidereal Human Design Body Graph, and some of our current members have already posted their Sidereal Human Design Body Graph, which I got for them, of course. So you guys can drop your birth information there in that channel on our server, and I will respond. I respond quickest through the Discord server, and post your Sidereal Human Design Body Graph for you there. Another way to do this is going to be through Instagram, because I'm also active on Instagram. So you can drop me a private message with your birth information and the tropical human design, and then I can get your sidereal for you there. And before we can start, you know, the other videos in this series, I would like to be able to at least give the sidereal human design body graph to you guys as much as I can. Otherwise it doesn't make sense that you don't have that body graph, and then you know, you can't follow on with the series, right? So yes, that's going to be my invitation for you guys today if you're interested in doing this together. So yes, I think in this series we're gonna like go through first, you know, my experiences of the different human design types, the 2 different human design types that is there. And then, you know, in another video I'll probably talk about my incarnation cross, and then you guys can share the experiences of your 2 types, your 2 incarnation cross, the 2 profiles, and then we'll look at each of the planets. The channels, and then we'll look at each of the planets there, and for each of the planets, we can't go through all of them, so I'm going to pick 11 of them that are in the Gene Keys hologenetic profile, and we'll go deeper into that, into each of the planets that are appearing in the Gene Keys profile. So yeah, I hope this made sense to you guys, and looking forward to doing this with you. I think that's it. Okay, beautiful souls, this is super exciting. Have a beautiful day. Bye.